Let me describe your morning. Tell me if I'm wrong. Alarm goes off. You check your phone before your feet touch the ground. There's already a knot in your stomach. You get ready, commute, sit at your desk, and you perform. You perform brilliantly. But underneath that performance, something is running. Something that's been running for years, and today I'm going to show you exactly what it is. I work with corporate professionals, VP founders, senior managers, people who, by every external means, have made it. And here's what I hear from almost every single one out of them: I know something is off. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. That feeling, that low grade, constant sense that something isn't right despite everything looking right outside, that's not stress. That's not burnout, that's your emotional system running a loop. And the reason nobody talks about it is because the people experiencing it are the last one who would admit it publicly. Because their identity is built on being in control. The loop is something which you need to understand here. So, here's how this loop works technically, and I want you to watch it for it in your own life as I explain it. First is step 1: a trigger shows up. Could be a difficult email, a comment from your boss, your partner saving something that hits a nerve, or anything like that. Step 2: your emotional system fires, not your logic, not your rational brain, the emotions. That emotional response hits first automatically and is the same response every time: anger, shutdown, anxiety, people pleasing, whatever your version is. Step 3: you react. Words come out. Decision gets made. Walls go up. And you know, even while it's happening, that this isn't how you want to respond to this. And then comes the step 4: the aftermath, regret, frustration with yourself. You tell yourself next time will be different, and it is different until it isn't, until the next trigger shows up and exactly in the same loop cycle fires in the same way. This response triggers emotional hijack, reaction, regret, and it's running on repeat. Not once a month, not once a week. For some of you, this runs multiple times a day, and that energy is draining you enormously. There's no end to it. And using logic won't just fix it. Now, here's where most people get stuck. They try to fix this reaction purely by logic, and they they read about emotional intelligence, they learn about triggers, they understand the theory perfectly, but understanding a pattern and actually seeing it in real time are two completely different things. And there needs to be a system set up that helps you gain and take get ahead of this instead of taking multiple things from different sources. Intellectual understanding says, I know I shut down when I feel criticized. That's knowledge, that's a fact filled away in your brain. But real awareness says, I can feel the shutdown starting right now. My chest is tightening, my jaw is clenching, and I can see this isn't about this person just said. This is a pattern that started long before this particular moment. That second kind of awareness where you catch the wave itself while it's still rising, that's the one where loop starts to crack. Not because you force a difference into picture or you choose to have a different reaction, no, but because for the first time you're seeing the system instead of being run by it. And your neuroscience supports this. When you observe an emotional pattern without immediately reacting to it, you create a gap in between. That gap, even if it's half a second, weakens the neural pathway that fires that loop. I call it entropy, disorder in the internal system. When your emotions are firing without your conscious input in this, when your reaction don't match the reality of the situation, when your energy is being drained out of you by these patterns, you can't see them. That's entropy running the whole system. And what is entropy? Entropy is nothing but moving towards higher disorder. And the first step to resetting it isn't fixing yourself. It isn't adding another productivity hack or meditating routine on top of already exhausting schedule. It is seeing the pattern first, clearly, without judgment, without forcing change, just seeing it. That's what I teach. That's what reset entropy is built on, and it is starts with awareness. Real felt in the moment awareness. Now, if you watch this and something clicked in this, if you recognize that loop in your own life, here's what I want you to do. In the comment, tell me what's your version of step 2. When the trigger hits you, what fires first for you? Is it anger? Is it shutdown? Is it anxiety? Is it people pleasing? Is it overthinking? Name it. Because naming it is the first act of awareness. And if you want to go deeper, I run a free live masterclass called Decode My Loop, where I walk you through the entire framework applied to your pattern specifically. Link is in the description. Subscribe because this week I'm dropping a three-part series on the 3 loops that run most corporate professional. This was the overview. The specifics are coming in.